All right, in this video, we are gonna talk about the market here. What's been happening post-election? I've got a lot of calls, a lot of information to give you, so without further ado, let's just dig in. But first, my name is Greg Langham. I'm an associate broker here in the Boise, Idaho area. So if you're thinking about coming to the Boise, Idaho area, or if you already live here and you're thinking about doing something with real estate, pick up the phone, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email so we can connect and put a game plan together that's right for you. Okay, so let's just dig into it right now and kind of share with you kind of where we're at as of today, a date of recording this. Our average day on market in the Treasure Valley is 47 days. So is that a buyer's market, Greg, or is that a seller's market? Well, technically it's still a seller's market. We don't have a lot of inventory. Inventory usually that's sitting 4, 5, 6 months. That is kind of your indicator that it is a buyer's market. There's a lot of inventory and people just cannot move the property, a lot of price reductions. When you have less than 4 months of inventory, that's really kind of like a seller's market still. Now, when I say seller's market, your mind might automatically think of where it was a few years back, where you just had to come in like 100,000 over asking, waive all your inspections and contingencies. That's not the case, and that's not a definition of a seller's market. A seller's market is, like I said, anything below that 4-month inventory window, and you have property sitting, and sellers are still moving their property relatively quickly under that 4-month window. So if you say, Greg, you know what, I'm coming into Idaho and I want a deal. Who doesn't want a deal? I want a deal. Give me a good deal. Well, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging to find that good deal just based off of our seller inventory being 47 days. So hopefully that's educational and you're able to kind of be like, okay, 47 days, I might have to be a little aggressive. Now, does that help you or hurt you when it comes to moving into the Idaho area? So it doesn't hurt you by any means. It just means that you might have to be a little bit further along in the sale of your property if it's out of state. So how do you prepare yourself to make a move to the Boise area when you have to sell a property? That is for a whole nother discussion, and that's something that you'd want to hop on the phone or shoot me a text or send me an email of, that I can really look at your scenario and really go down the path with you and kind of strategically place that information out there for you so that you can kind of make a decision. But the sellers in our market, they're still negotiating. They're still negotiating on price. They're negotiating on concessions. They're negotiating on contingencies. So hopefully that gives you good information as to how you can get here and still not have to waive all your inspections, come in $100,000 over asking, and still get a good deal here in the market. Now, U-Haul came out with their average or their top 10 list of most truck rental moving cities, or where people are moving to in the country. And of course, Idaho is on that list, which is great. So a lot of people are still wanting to come to Idaho, but really, now that the election's over, do people want to stay where they're at, or do they want to get out and get to Idaho? It's been nothing but people want to get out. You probably are thinking about this too, like, how's the confidence level in your home? How's the confidence level of those people that you talk to? For the people that we talk to who are thinking about making a move to the Idaho area, or who are here and looking to sell their property and move here somewhere within Idaho, they are feeling a lot more confident. And a lot of the calls I've had this last week of people who are express interest to move here, they say, Greg, I think this is our year. We've kind of been waiting to see what's happening. We think the interest rates are gonna drop, but what we're afraid of is we're afraid of waiting too long in, let's just say, California. We're afraid of waiting too long in California for those rates to drop, and then the rates drop and we're not quite ready to make the move yet. We didn't get our ducks in a row, and the housing prices in Idaho start going up. So you have to kind of play this game. You can never time it right. You just have to make that decision. Everyone asks when's the best time to do it, Greg? And I'm just like, whenever you're ready, but do it soon. But no, when it comes to moving here post-election, people's confidence are up. And so they think that the interest rates will start to come down probably second quarter of the year. So they want to get prepared so they can come here, buy the property before our housing prices come up. Because as you know, basic economics, supply and demand, the more demand, the less supply, the price will go up. So people are starting to shift and think like, okay, do I want to make my move now? Get in, pay what the interest rate is. And if you need a good lender, please reach out to me. They're here in Idaho. They are fantastic with who I work with. They won't run your credit unless you give them permission, but you can talk through different scenarios with them, and they will, they have the heart of a teacher. That's what I require out of my lenders. They have a heart of a teacher. So anyways, they can run your scenario, but they'll come in, they'll secure a loan with the interest rate just to get the house that they're looking for in that area they're looking for. And then as the rates adjust, they're here. As the price increases, they're locked in, they already got it, got their home, and so now they're just building more equities. So that's kind of what's been happening on the conversation side with people coming to Idaho or thinking about making a move to Idaho or already in Idaho post-election. But let's dig into some more of the numbers to kind of give you a feel of what's happening price-wise here in our market. So we've had a total this last month of 660 homes sold. That's existing homes, and that is new construction homes. So how's that compared to last year at this time? So now we're talking post-election. So last year at this time, we were down 25%. So with 660 homes, we're up 25% on home sales. So there's a boost right there. So that's one indicator that, man, post-election, things are looking up for Idaho. So right before the election, our month-over-month sales were down 18%. So that is another indicator. That's something that I look at and say, okay, where's Boise post-election? How are we looking? Wow, we're up 25% on total home sales year over year. Month over month from the month prior to, we were down 18%, but now we're up 18%. So that's really good. Now, if I just segment this out from total homes sold to just new construction or resale homes, here are the numbers. So for resale homes that people live in, and they're like you and I, they're like, hey, let's put our house up for sale and let's move to another part of Idaho or another city. The total number of resale homes that sold were 425, which is up 15.5% year over year. So that's another good indicator that, man, some stuff is moving. New construction, 203 homes sold. And where does that put us? That puts us up 46.9%. So overall, year over year, we are way ahead. And I think that's just an indicator of what's happening here in our market. All the publicity that Idaho's getting, all the people who are coming here. Now we have a new president-elect that's coming, new president. So I think the confidence overall in Idaho and getting to Idaho is looking really, really good. Now that is a great indicator for sales, but what about homes that are going into escrow? Where does that, Greg? Tell us a little bit about that. Well, I can tell you a total of 987 homes went into escrow this last month. That's up 20% from where we were last year at this exact same time. If I segment that out, 387 homes went into escrow that are resale, like your home, my home. We just decided to put it up and we got a contract, which is up 22.5% year over year. And then new construction, brand new homes, 600 went into escrow this past month, which is up 19% year over year. So all positive indicators. Okay, so if we do some market math, right now we have about 1,527 properties on the market, single family homes here, and that does not include condos, townhomes, that does not include small acreage, that does not include manufactured on lots. We're just talking single family homes on a piece of property here in the city or in the cities of those other cities in Ada County. Okay, market math. Okay, so we have about 1,500 homes on the market. Average day of market's about 45 to 47 days. So that puts our inventory right around 2 months. That's 60 days, right? So I talked at the beginning of this video, like, is it a buyer's market or seller's market? Again, it's below that 4-month mark, so it's a seller's market. So if you're thinking, gosh, housing's looking good in Idaho, there's a lot of positivity going on, you feel more confident, Boise feels confident, maybe babe, partner, maybe yourself, maybe it's time to like really reach out to a realtor in your market, kind of see what you could sell your house for and start developing that game plan. And if you need that game plan to talk things through with someone here in Idaho, that's us, the Go Idaho team. We are here to help you. So pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so that we can connect and really kind of learn more about you. And it doesn't matter if your timing is 5 years out. We have clients who've closed on properties and their timing was years out. So if you're thinking, gosh, I don't want to bother him, or just pick up the phone and give me a call. I'm more than happy to talk to you. I'm more than happy to see how I can help you, or one of my team members help you, because it's really about figuring out, is this going to be a good decision for you? And sometimes you think it is, and you come out and maybe it's not the right area that you thought it was going to be. But most of the time, 98% of the time, people come out here and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to move here tomorrow. So don't worry what your timeline is. If it's sooner, if it's like, hey Greg, I'm going to be there like next week, I'd love to look at property, great. That's why I have a great team around me so that we can help a lot of people who are thinking about coming to the Idaho area and really want to look and see if it's going to be a good fit for you or not. So what's interesting about the homes sold and the resale homes, 70% of those resale homes that sold were 20 plus years old, which I thought was really interesting. So that kind of tells me kind of where the shift is. And I've mentioned this in previous videos where people are like, gosh, I love startup, I love new construction, but man, it's kind of hard to get all the way, into town for stuff. So I'm kind of looking more in that Boise area or even that older area of Eagle, Meridian. But I just thought that was an interesting fact that 70% of those sold homes last month were all homes built 20 plus years ago. So that's early 2000 for those of you who need math like I do. So it's just an interesting shift, and the MSP on that is about 515,000, which is more in line with what the new construction is doing. So that's just an interesting little side note that you probably want to put in, be like, hey, love the new construction, but you know what? I've heard that a lot of people are trending more towards the older homes. So what is it about that? And let's reach out to Greg and find out. Okay, so that's the Ada County market update. What about Canyon County, Greg? What about like Caldwell, Nampa, Middleton, all those areas? What's happening out there? How's the confidence? How's the market doing out there? Well, good news for you is the market is still great out there. The housing prices are less expensive just because you're further out from the city of Boise, that's all. There's some beautiful properties out there, some beautiful neighborhoods. You have a lot of amenities going on out there. It's still a great place to go. So let's talk about the Canyon County market and give you that update right now. Okay, so in Canyon County, the total number of homes that sold was around 390, which is up about 34% year over year. So that's great. That's strong confidence coming in to Canyon County. The resale homes, the homes like you and I have, about 202 sold, and new construction made up the difference around 188. So 188 new construction homes went under contract. So resale up 48.5%, new construction up 21.3%. So Idaho, we have confidence right now in our market. So when it comes to pending sales, 574 received contracts. That means 574 people are doing something. Something's going on in their life and they are moving. And so I'm sure they're super stressed and super excited and a little nervous and frightened all at the same time. And it's such a big job to move, but it's so worth it. So let's break that down. How does that look like? Well, as far as resale goes, 190 of them received contracts, which is up 45% from where we were last year at this time. New construction, 384 received contracts, which is great. So all in all, the market's moving, stuff's happening, confidence is there, gotta love that. Idaho's on the move, so people are feeling really good right now in Canyon County, especially in Ada County. Okay, so if we're doing some market math of kind of where the inventory is, buyers or sellers market, which one is it? The total inventory is right around 1,000 homes on the market in Canyon County. So the average day on market is higher than it is in Ada County, which puts it at around 58 days or so, give or take. So if you have the current inventory, the average days on market, that kind of puts a blend inventory count around 2.5 months of inventory. So I talked at the beginning of this video about that inventory, seller's market or buyer's market. So for you, let's answer the question. what type of market is Canyon County? Buyer or seller? It's still a seller's market. So it's still healthy, right? We kind of want that. Not that we are looking for sellers to be greedy, because that's not what it's about. It's just making sure the market's moving. And it's a really good indicator that we're in that 2 month in Ada County, 2.5 month in Canyon County, that just to know that people are coming here, people are buying and selling, doing deals, changing their lives, all for the good, right? And so that's kind of where we're at. So Boise, Idaho market post-election, we're looking pretty confident and we're looking really good. And so what will happen the rest of 2025, who knows? But I have a gut feeling that we're gonna see our prices start to increase. I bet by spring, summer, we're gonna see that average price be, you know, the mid 600s. Our median price probably 575, you know, in that area. I think our interest rates, if we can get anything in the 5s, get to Idaho now, because it's gonna fuel a buying spree here. I hope this video is helpful. More importantly, I hope that you're able to get some information to kind of go back to your family and sit down on the couch and be like, well, Greg said it was this, you know, is this like gonna be doable for us? Should we do this? And kind of have that talk, because I can feel that when I talk to people on the phone that, you know, they've thought about this a lot, or sometimes they just haven't and they reach out. And it's really great to connect with you, especially in your living room. Maybe you're watching this in your living room or at home on your phone. But thank you for allowing me into your house, whatever time it is that you're watching this. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I really genuinely want to help you as best I can get to Idaho. We here at the Go Idaho team have an 18-month guarantee that if for whatever reason we move you into a home here and you just hate it or you're just not satisfied with it, we'll go ahead and turn around and list that house at no cost to you and get you into something else. So if you're in this area already and you're like, I don't like my house, I've been here for about 12 months, give us a call, pick up the phone. But if you're coming to this area, just know that you have that guarantee from me personally that we'll relist your house at no cost and find you that house that really is going to resonate with you and help you build that new lifestyle here in Idaho. So I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to connect with you. I hope that this video was helpful, that you're able to get some information. And until next time, go Idaho.